That might be a problem. I'm going to move that over a little bit. That's better. The reason I'm not drawing my lines on this one is because as I start trimming it, I may make it even longer and just do a long marquee. This one, the reason I've cut it back so far is because you can see there's a obtuse angle along here, and I'm going to end up grinding a lot of this away anyway. So I just straighten in the edge. And the same here. See how there's a definite obtuse angle here. So before I do anything, I'll grind these down to a thickness that is more realistic for a cabochon, and then take a look and see what's left. This one will be a freeform, most likely. The Tiger Eye, same problem. They're end cuts, and so there's obtuse angles on these. So this side's fine. I need to do something over here on this side. Maybe like the quarter size or something. Same with this. This will most likely be a freeform. Try to capture as much of this nice pattern right here as I can. Same with this one. This will probably be semi-crescent shaped. Going with this here. Round this off here. Unfortunately, this is all bad area right in here. So I'll probably end up doing something down in this area. Don't know about that light pattern right there. That might be pits, but we'll see. Same problem here, goes from thick to thin. So this area over here is usable, this is not. And it should be okay. Now these guys, I still have to figure out what I'm going to do with these guys. Again, we have a bad spot here. There's a crack and a pocket here. A little bit of something going on right there. So this area is usable. Maybe I can do this large oval. And then this guy, I hate doing repeating patterns. No. These guys, I'll start doing freeforms until I get them shaped a little bit better. And then this guy, I was going to see if I could do a rectangle. I'm terrible when it comes to rectangles though, so we'll see. This barely fit. We'll see what happens. So now trim these guys and start grinding. We'll see. Don't know. I'll start trimming it out and then start shaping it into the marquee as I go. Same with this one here. I'll just trim a little bit here and here. Probably won't have much choice because of how thin it gets there, so just trim it like that and that, because it gets thin this way as well. These guys, I have to trim it like this. Hopefully that gets thick pretty quickly, so hopefully we'll be able to see what it does. What I'll do is I will grind away this side first until I get something that I know is thick enough, and then I may redraw this if I have to shift it over. So this is more of just a guideline. Anything else? Same with these guys. And some might ask, you know, why do I draw so far away from the template? And because if I'm using the saw and I cut right up next to this black line, then I've actually undercut what I'm trying to create. So here's an example. Let's take as a standard, say the 30 by 40. Right, it's one of the most common sizes in Lapidary. In fact, I think, is this one? Yeah. So there's a 30 by 40. So now this oval is 30 by 40, but I'm drawing on the inside of this with the, you know, making a black line. Well, if I cut this down and remove any of the black line, then I'm actually undersized, you know, because these are what they call calibrated patterns, templates, And what it means is it's calibrated to an industry that if they make a setting for something that's 30 by 40, the expectation is that a 30 by 40 stone will sit in there perfectly nice and snug. And if I remove this black line, then this cabochon will be too small, and when I go to put it in the setting, there'll be movement. So what I want to do when I'm grinding these things is take it up to, but do not remove the black line. And I'll show you here in just a second. So here's some cabochons from some of this same batch that I've gone ahead and ground down. And as you can see, I've left the black line on there because I want to get it as close as possible without going too small. Now this is just barely the right size. But keep in mind, I still have to put a dome on it. I still have to polish the edge. So there's more material that's going to go away, right? So if I make it so it fits through the hole before I've even done some of the other grinding, it's too small. So I'm trying to allow for more grinding coming up. And so I cut right up to the black line, but I don't take it away. Same with these other ones, the same thing. You know, here's another $50 size circle, right? It's slightly too big, but by the time I smooth out and do the dome and all that other stuff, it should be just the correct calibrated size. Now here on this guy, right here, I got a little too close, and so it's not a perfect oval, but it also is slightly too big for this. So I'm hoping that you can see, come on, let's see if you can see the space in there. There's a little bit more that needs to be taken off, so I'm hoping that I can make that little flat spot go away as I begin shaping the rest of the cabochon. The other thing to keep in mind is, since I'm a silversmith, I can make it fit whatever I want, but I still would prefer to have it fit the template if I'm using a template. See, these are really, really super close. And like I said, by the time I finish the dome, they will fit in there just fine. So that's the theory anyway, is take it right up to the line, but don't remove the line, because then by the time you create the dome and polish the sides, you will be right at a perfect fit. I hope. All right, let's do some trimming.